Greetings to all viewers. This is Professor Ankit Singh. We'll now move to the next type of numerical, that is numerical on radius of horizontal curve. Let us have a look at the question. Calculate the values of ruling minimum radius and absolute minimum radius of horizontal curve of a national highway in plain terrain. Assume ruling design speed and minimum design speed values as 100 kmph and 80 kmph respectively. Okay, so we need to find out the radius of the horizontal curve. That is the firstly we need to find out the ruling minimum radius and second absolute minimum radius. Okay, we have been given the velocity values for ruling. The ruling velocity is 100 kmph and absolute minimum velocity is 80 kmph. Here we assume that maximum super elevation is achieved. Okay, so we design for maximum super elevation and maximum friction. Okay, maximum E is 0.07 and maximum F is 0.15. So we have a formula for radius of horizontal curve as V square by 127 into E plus F. Okay, for R ruling we need to substitute V ruling. Okay, that is 100 kmph, so 100 square divided by 127 into E is 0.07 and F is 0.15. Solving this we get 357.9 meters. Similarly, we use the same formula for minimum radius. Okay, the difference is the speed is V minimum. Okay, V minimum is given as 80 kmph, so we substitute that here. E and F are same. Solving this we get 229.1 meters. Okay, so we'll move to the next numerical, which is on extra widening. The question is as follows. Find the total width of a pavement on a horizontal curve for a new national highway to be aligned along a rolling terrain with a ruling minimum radius and assume necessary data. Okay, so we need to assume the necessary data which are required for the formula. So assume data for rolling terrain. We know that V minimum is 80 kmph. Okay, this has already been discussed in the standards. These are standard values. Okay, I've discussed this in the theory classes. Standard speeds. Okay, now for two-lane pavement width. Okay, the standard two-lane pavement width is 7 meters without curbs. Okay, so the number of lanes would be 2. Wheelbase of truck standard is 6 meters. Maximum super elevation E is 0.07 and maximum coefficient of friction or skid resistance F is 0.15. Okay, so for extra widening formula, what is the formula? WE equal to NL square divided by 2R plus V by 9.5 root R. Okay, so here we don't have the value of radius, so we'll find that out first. So radius is given by V square by 127 into E plus F. V in the question or as per our standards is 80, so 80 square divided by 0.07 plus 0.15 into 127, we get 229 meters, so we can take it as 230 meters. Okay, so now we have the value of R, that is 230. N is nothing but number of lanes 2, L is standard wheelbase 6, V 80 kmph and R we just found out. Okay, substituting all these values and solving we get 0.712 meters. So this is the extra widening. Okay, in the question they have asked the total width of the pavement. So total width would be the existing width of road plus the extra widening. So 7 plus 0.712, it is 7.712 meters. Okay, we'll now move to the next type of numerical, that is on transition curve. So the question is as follows. Calculate firstly the length of transition curve, second the shift of the transition curve using the following data. So the following data is Design speed 65 kmph, radius of curve 220 meters, pavement width including extra widening, okay, that is W plus WE 7.5 meters, allowable rate of introduction of super elevation, okay, it is 1 in 150. Also we have been given that the pavement is to be rotated about the center line. Okay, now let's move to the solution. What are the given entities? The design speed is 65 kmph, radius is 220 meters, total width W plus W is 7.5 meters, and rate of introduction of super elevation is 1 in 150. Okay, so as we all know, in transition curves we have three conditions to satisfy. Okay, we find out the length of transition curve using three conditions, and later on the condition which gives us the maximum value will be adopted. Okay, so the first condition is based on length based on allowable rate of centrifugal acceleration c. Okay, so we need to find out the value of capital C, that is centrifugal acceleration. Okay, the formula is 80 divided by 75 plus V. V is 65 kmph as in question. Solving this we get 0.57 meter per second cube. Now the standard value of C should lie between 0.5 and 0.8. Now since this value lies between this range, that is accepted. Okay, so we can use this value. Now the formula is given as Ls equal to 0.0215 V cube divided by CR. Okay, substituting the value of V 65 kmph and C found out here 0.57 and R is given in the question 220. Okay, solving we get 47.1 meters. So from the first condition we get the length as 47.1 meter. Moving to the next condition, that is length by allowable rate of introduction of super elevation. Okay, so here we need to find out the super elevation value first. So design super elevation value can be found out by E equal to V square by 225 R. Substituting value of V and R, we get E as 0.085. Now this value is greater than the maximum value which can be used for super elevation, that is 0.07. Hence we need to adopt the maximum value, and next we need to check for F. So F is given by V square by 127R minus E. Okay, we substitute the values of V, R and E. E here is the maximum value that can be used, 0.07. So F we got 0.081. Okay, now this value is less than the maximum value that can be adopted, that is 0.15. Therefore we adopt this value. Okay, so we have E now and we have F. So we know the width of pavement at the curve is given in the question, it is 7.5 meters. So total rise of outer edge of pavement with respect to the center line. Okay, this is given in the question that the pavement is rotated about the center line. Okay, the formula is E into B divided by 2. Okay, so substituting the values 0.07 E, B is 7.5 divided by 2, we get 0.26 meters. Okay, now rate of introduction of super elevation, the formula for transition curve is capital E into N divided by 2. Capital E is 0.26. N is given in the question 1 in N, so this is 1 in 150, so 150. Okay, we get the value 39 meters. In the third condition, length of transition curve as per IRC empirical formula. Okay, IRC has given us a few empirical formulas. Okay, so for rolling condition, sorry, has the terrain been specified? Okay, the terrain has not been specified. We can assume it to be a plain terrain then. Okay, so for plain terrain the formula is 2.7 V square by R. Substituting the value of V and R, 65 kmph and 220 meters, we get the value 51.9 meters. Now the maximum value of LS from all these three conditions would be considered. Okay, first one we got 47.1, from second we got 39 meters, and from third we got 51.9 meters. So this is the maximum value among these three. So out of the hashed value, LS equal to 51.9 meters. And the part B of the question, the shift we need to find out. Shift is given by LS square divided by 24R. LS is 51.9 divided by 24 into R is 220 meters. Solving we get 0.51 meters. Okay. So I'll go ahead with the next problem in my next class. Thank you.